Hello again, everyone. Once again, sorry for these technical difficulties. It's not that I think it's funny or anything. Quite frankly, it's pissing me more or less off. But yeah, let's see where we are heading. I don't want to waste time on any long introductions. We are in the musical scene. The end game is actually a bit longer than I thought, so hopefully can wrap this up without any further introductions. But thanks everyone for joining once again. Welcome in Moto, welcome in Deki. Appreciate everybody using the time now in the future. Thanks for the likes, new subs, welcome in, interactions, comments, whatnot. Thanks for all the super chats. Appreciate all of the members, people turn members, give to memberships, and all the coffee bean bot. That is truly the difference maker for me to be able to go and do these daily streams, daily content uploads. Membership programs that starts at 99 cents, little on a pound, Americans, and little over euro each month. If you like what you've seen, I highly appreciate a like, and if you want to come back for more, then press the subscribe button. And also, if you use Discord, you are more than welcome to join right here. So yeah, we are gonna get on with again the end game. So headphones on, lock in. Let's see where we gotta go. Let's go. Let's get this. So okay, we are starting at the beginning of the musical level scene, whatever we're gonna call it. Right now, I once again have excellent connection. It says from YouTube. From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's but the last time it just out of the blue start dropping. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. Okay, can't do shit. Do we really need to go through the door? Press that click up me. Remember, this song is quite popular with the game. Made a live performance of Game of the Year Award 2023. Oh, welcome back in. All good. It really is. You can actually find the music video. They have made a full-fledged music video on YouTube. It's if you search for Alan Wake 2 and Herald of Darkness. I'm pretty sure it's Herald of Darkness. The song is called. Oh, there it is. And a well choreographed dance act. I remember at Game of the Year Awards where they did this act on stage. Sam Lake was one of the dancers. This is a very, very original level for a game. And the award goes to and all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much. I had to get away. background, so we're gonna change the scenery. Bam. I'm gonna change the style. The younger version of, I don't remember if it's Thor or Odin, which is which. Okay, well, is that? Oh, nah.
But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. You just say you lit the jaded light.
Pretty sure we need to follow the getaway signs.
But true.
We want to get out of this musical. And yeah, there's more cameras popping up. Oh, no, it lit up. Now we can get a light source. Bam. And now the connection seems to drop a bit again. Fuck's sake. This, for the people that know Alan Wake 1, the first game, this is how the game starts, where you're on a ferry on the way to Bright Falls. I implement a lot. You see now why I think this is one of it's my favorite game. I also think it's one of the best games ever made. They have implemented so many awesome, very original details. That is Sam Lake, the lead director of the game. Also, the face of Alex Casey, and for people that played Max Payne. He has a thing where he wants to put himself in his own games, but hey, it works. Okay, why don't I have my shotgun now anymore? Oh yeah, I have. Okay, my bad. I have it. No, he can say. Honestly, when you see him interviews, live presence, he is so down to earth. Like he is so pro gaming and everything fun about it. So he is truly inspirational to watch. The great Sam Lake. Remedy have no arrogancy above them or anything, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean completely. I think it must be one of the studios with the least controversies. Oh shit. Behave, woman. Yeah, Remedy is one of my favorite studios that's still running. Again, hence why this is one of my favorite games. I rarely mention that because, I don't know. Is this just, both the games they have made is pretty good. This is just excellent. Bam. But they just never miss, more or less. They have that one that came out this FBC, don't remember the full title. I got it for free due to the subscription service. That was live service poop. But that's mostly because I don't like live service games. It's a preference. Ah, come on. Gotcha. Oh no. Well, I see ya. Nah, come on. Bam. No, I didn't see that guy. Fuck's sake. Uh-oh. Boom. I can't even say headshot. Okay, did I loot all the cabinets? Dang it. Oh, nice. Wipe the blood off the screen with some painkillers. Bam. It's a low-key, old-school kind of 80s thrash metal hybrid. But I wouldn't call it exactly metal. It is more like, I'm about to call it. It's more over in the genre of some rock and roll. It's not exactly metal. Usually, you know, you have the variations of 80s metal and stuff like that, where the vocals is clean, which they are here, but the tuning of the guitars doesn't sound like it's drop D. It sounds like a regular guitar tuning. So I will call it in the category of hard rock. The shredding, that's pretty nice. I played a bit of guitar, self-taught some myself, but never really got. I honestly know more about the tech parts of it. I was a vocalist instead. If you were to put in a category in the closest, this is more like over in the category of power metal. Which is significant by the very fast riff shredding. I thought I could get down there. Dang it, Alan, dang it. Since I also would say I do like it, but it's not like a go-to thing. The reason, if I were to yes and no. I do believe there are some, without going into specific details, But one of the things that's very significant with metal, where you say, okay, this is metal, does it have... This is some of the things where it's very easy to go and say, is this metal, it's not metal. Does it have double pedal drums? This has microscopic blast beats. Is the tuning in drop D? And how is the vocals? Those are the three main parts. But it doesn't necessarily apply to all of them. But if you listen to Metallica is thrash metal. Drop D tuning, double pedal, but James Hetfield do not scream. He has clean vocals, or more like brawler vocals. Then you have bands like Terror, which some people would say is metal. It's not. It's drop D, but no double pedal, but they do scream vocals. So there are some things where, like, then there also is the build-up of the songs. Like hardcore music is very much resembled to verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse. You know. Then you have progressive metal, like Tool, where it's like a big ass puzzle game. When you look at it, every part of the game is different. That also applies to lots of metalcore songs. They don't necessarily have, you know, a distinct chorus. Not necessarily. No, it's built up of different segments of a song, band. So it's. Oh shit! It's when we are nerding shit like this, it is very much detailed shit. Where did that guy go? Again, a band like Metallica is very much old school thrash. Then you have newer where they're not using clean vocals. Also a band like Slayer, you know Slayer. They are Slayer, Anthrax and Metallica are like the founding fathers of thrash metal. Where they they are categorized by also the riffs, by the way, by the riffs that they're making. That they are fast-paced. Thrash metal is fast compared to death metal, which can be slow but very deep vocals, and I even think they go deeper. I saw it. I was laughing. I was trying to figure out a joke, but it was like, yeah, there were some people present today that didn't seem like they enjoyed joking around. It seemed like it. So I was about to ask him, what do you think about Jeff Hanneman? Did you see his vacation pictures last year? Dang it! I didn't see that guy. I have never been fond of Slayer. I don't know why. They have had that persona. I think since I was young, like starting listening to metal, that low-key satanic theme, which actually have been denied by all of them. They are definitely not a satanic band. What's it called? King, the only remaining lead guitarist, like that was, I was trying to make a joke with John, was saying, oh, did you see Jeff Hanneman's vacation pics or something? Jeff Hanneman is deceased. He was one of the, I think he was one of the original guitarists. But then you have Larry King. Larry King is an atheist, and he has said in an interview, when people ask, "Are you a satanic band?" No, we're not. I'm an atheist. I don't give two shits about religion, but dark shit sells more than white shit. What's the name of the lead singer, the bassist? He's Catholic. He's a Catholic, the lead singer. Metallica used the same technique in the 90s. They were trying to make a persona out of being a satanic band, but they're not. They have nothing to do with it. They just knew that they were selling better if they were to promote themselves as that. I wonder if it's his favorite band. You'll know all that shit. Oh, what is his? He has like a South American name, the lead singer of Slayer. But he's a Catholic, born Catholic, and I'm pretty sure he still preaches it. But it is promotion only. Tamaraya. I think that's South American. Those lead singer, bassist, and the two guitars, they have been the only consistent. Then the drummer has shifted multiple times from Dave Lombardo, Paul Bostamp, and I don't remember. There have been two more, I think it is. But I'm not very good at Slayer lore, honestly. They are fast, but I've never that shouting vocal. They never been fond about that. That's never been my style. I've been more into death metal, mainly melodic death metal. The known Göteborg, Gothenburg sound. Fuck you, Sweden, making the best metal. But you also have, by the way, when we talk about genres, you have, if you remember Iron Maiden, they're also a metal band through and through. But that has more to do with their persona. They don't use double pedal. Nico McBain. Oh, Kerry King. I said Larry King. That's my bad. It's Kerry King. My bad. I said it wrong. My bad. Multitasking, not forte here. I said Larry King. You're not wrong. I compared to other people can actually retract when I say something wrong. I will admit when I said something. I said Larry King. You're not wrong. Again, bear with me. I'm trying to focus on not dying here and trying to tell a story. Not always that goes well. But yeah, Kerry King, the short, I don't know if he's that short, but the bald guy with the tattoos on his in his head, as Kerry King. He is one of the only surviving. He's the surviving member of the guitar trio. No, you didn't miss it. Yes, appreciate it, man. No. I missed. I was unfocused on that, but there have been a lot of fun stuff. But if you remember that they have made one of the biggest songs, "Angel of Death." People thought that was also about, occult Satanism, but that's actually it's a song written by Jeff Hanneman, and it's about German World War II doctor known as Angel of Death. I don't recall his name right now, sorry, but that's actually a song about him. Oh shit, I heard something. Yeah. So there have been a lot, but as Kerry King said, that they did that promotion. But I will also admit I'm a big ass music nerd when it comes to lore and all that stuff. Like I truly enjoy a band more if they have some kind of lore, some kind of story, where they actually put those personalities into playing their music. Like you get the band more when you see stuff like that. And I don't know if because I've been in bands and stuff like that, there are those certain mechanics. And that's one of the things where I like metal music more than other genres, because again, there's so much more personality in that genre. You can go back and talk about, hello Arctic, welcome in again. When you look at bands like we talk about bands from the 60s, 70s, they're technically good and all that, but there is not that much personality in the music. If you ask me, that's a preference. And compared to metal acts, like just take one bands as one of the greatest examples. Machine Head. Machine Head lost a record deal with Roadrunner. I think it was Roadrunner. Because at a certain point, to get metal music more out there, they need to be radio friendly. Like every publisher, record label, wanted the bands to make at least 1 or 2 songs radio friendly for mainstream radio. Machine Head declined and lost their record deal. And if you look at it, I don't know if they're still at Roadrunner, sorry, but Rob Flynn, the main guitarist, he actually went out and told us, so he said that's why they lost it, and they went to, I think it was Target or Nuclear, could be Nuclear Records from, I think they're from Germany, instead, and blew up like a massive band in the metal scene. Yeah, I have scouted around the internet so much, man. Oh yeah, the backstory. Yeah. Exactly. I haven't even been looking that much into why they have written. Some of them, yeah, I do know the stories, but it's also who are these crazy people watching on that freaking stage? What are their story? Why are they as they are? Like people would say, like a band like Slipknot. That is, that's not music. Actually, some of them are actually quite misunderstood how great musicians they actually are. For one, Mike Thompson, number 7, the lead guitarist, or one of them. There's also Jim Root. I think they actually changed that role pretty much. Mike Thompson is the one with the serial killer mask, the ice hockey mask. He is a music teacher in his spare time, and a former jazz musician. Lots of the big metal acts are actually former jazz musicians. People just think metal music, oh, that's just noise. No, if you know a bit about music, you will know that it's not just how they construct their songs. Quite, not gonna lie, quite fascinating. And Mike Thompson, I remember his bio the first time I read him. His bio reads, jazz musician or music teacher, hobbies, serial killers. How is that for an attitude? But that band had been through a lot with Paul Gray, one of the only founding members left. Died, is it 5 years ago, not 6 years ago? Committed, took his own life due to overdose. Come on. I couldn't get away there. Dang it. I ran out of, dang it. And where you, so in a metal band, how much you actually are a group of, you know, close friends. Math rock? I never heard that. You have actually in metal also, where it's very mathematical. That usually applies to what we call progressive metal. Again, like Tool, everything is counted there. Everything is freaking counted. And also there's a Swedish band, I can't remember right now. I have, this year I've started going back into music, so I'm a bit rusty on the topic. I actually think if you were to start listening to metal, try Tool. I think Tool would be a great fit for you. They are, I don't remember the members there quite, but they are definitely for people that are into nerding music, how it's constructed, and not just for the sound and the feel. They are definitely an act worth listening to. You also see some of the parts in metalcore, but that's metalcore is more hybrid between thrash, prog, and hardcore. It's a newer genre. And then you also have, by the way, you have new metal, which is on the category of Korn, low-key Limp Bizkit. I don't really think Limp Bizkit is under that, but also then you have it's called early 2000. Something with a P. I need to look that up. But it's very rare. But oh yeah, what I was trying to tell with the Paul Gray story. Hello Shade, welcome in, man. Is that they, for a long ass time, and compared to a lot of other acts, they obviously rock and especially, oh don't say that, Shade, don't say that. I have had my first, and every time people mention that, I don't know, I'm cursed with bad luck. Then and you have, trust me, my guy, you have not said anything wrong. It's just me being paranoid right now. So you have not done anything wrong. I don't know. I've tried that multiple times, and now my frames have dropped. Rock and especially metal is very complex. But what I was trying to say with the Paul Gray story is that obviously that band went on a short hiatus, which is how it is. Obviously, they lost one of their founding members due to tragic circumstances. But what they did was they still kept on performing live, but they could not just quit on Paul Gray. It was the guy with the pig head. So what they did was they had for, I don't know, maybe a year on all their live shows. Oh shit, need to reload. Oh no, you're not bad luck, they had his amp, his bass, his jumpsuit and his mask on stage while it is one of the founding, I think it was Anders Colfini, the original guitarist and lead singer. He played behind the curtains, the set. He was not on stage because they were honoring Paul Gray. You don't see that in other genres. Oh, who is Ace? Sorry, I might know, but not from the top of my head. But they honored Paul in that way for, I think, an entire year until they found Alexander Venturella, the current bassist of Slipknot. But that band have had a lot of controversy from what was they also, another member, he died to an illness. The former one of the world's absolute top best drummers. What's his name? What is his name again? Welcome back in Moto. What is his name? Dang it. He was also the lead singer and lead maybe rhythm guitarist of Murder Dolls. No, you never heard Triple. No, I think that's extremely. Why? I know this. There's the next staircase, and I'm done with it. Oh, what's his name? I need to look. Slipknot. No, not enough. But yeah, they had legit. They had. I think it was Anders Colfini. Joey Jordison. There's the name. I need to look it up. Joey Jordison. He died. It was the drummer with the kabuki mask. Who was it? He got replaced by. He's a Brazilian guy. Eloy Casagrande. The drummer they've had in that band is like legit insane. Sorry, Steve. Ace Frehley, one of the Kiss founding members. Ace Frehley, guitarist of Kiss. I didn't know that. I've never listened to Kiss, though. I've never listened to Kiss, but I do know his presence, along with Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. I didn't know that, man. There was Joy Jordison. There was lots of controversy. Like he is one of the best drummers in history, hands down. Can't be denied. He is just one of the best, alongside with Lars Ulrich, and yeah, actually Paul Bostad and Dave Lombardo. No, we've been talking music. What's the chaos about? It is? Nice. For real? I will also say some of those guys have left. Oh, Simmons. Oh, oh, sorry, man. I thought you meant Gene was after. Gene Simmons, the bass player. What was his nickname in the band? It was not one of them was called Star Child. I think that was Stanley. Dang. But music lore is, I don't know, it's one of my favorite things to look at. I've never been reading books, but I do love some good music lore. Oh, your middle name is Gene. Gotcha. My middle name is after a famous, not after. It was, I was about to say, was this something with Spawn, Demon Spawn or something like that? But it was Demon. Okay, thanks, man. I recently read up on all that, but I didn't. That's actually pretty crazy. I saw some stuff with legit. It was the other day, man. I read some stuff about that was, but wasn't it Star Child? Was it just Star? I thought it was Star Child actually. So I was that one I was not wrong on. Those guys, I've never. That's also Kiss is hard rock, I would say, and 80s metal. Not really metal, but that was what I was trying to explain with Iron Maiden. They are more known as a metal act from the 80s because things have evolved, but also their presence with the more darker theme, like with monsters, like you know their oh, what's it called? That monster thing they have on all the albums cover, Eddie. Some difference. But as I was explaining with drums earlier, Nico McBain, now former drummer of Iron Maiden, he has said that if you need double pedals, you're just not fast enough. That is, he did double pedal quotation marks with 1 foot, and not gearing. Some people, they have gears on the double pedal so they can get faster blast beats. But Nico said that, nah, you're just not fast enough. He basically called out every drummer in the entire world for amateurs. But if you ever seen Iron Maiden live, that's an act worth watching for sure. They're legit insane watching on stage. With 3 lead guitarists. I don't remember their names right now, but I do remember one guy, the lead singer Bruce Dickinson did. Not the first lead singer they had, but the one. Fuck off! I hate this area. People don't know that. Not many people know that, but Bruce Dickinson is the highest decorated or most skilled pilot from UK. It's not Nigerian. That's your last. Unless that is actually your last name, then I already know it. I have called you out on that one once. But Bruce Dickinson, he is the most trained. He flies the band around on every concert tour. It's not Nigerian. Okay, so that is your last name. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say we need it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, the saving grace of the level right now is the music. With a G? Dang. Is it typical American, or is it something completely out of Are you named after something? That's actually a pretty good guess. You're welcome, man. What? Impressive. But when you said it as the okay, that actually, I don't know why that actually would. I don't know, that just sounded right, if you know what I mean. So, sometimes you need to strike logic. My middle name is funny enough also. I'm not named after the guy, but my middle name is after a famous Austrian composer. I think he's Austrian. Yeah, he is Austrian. He is Austrian. I have taken mine out as well online because if you have my first and second name, you'll never find me. It's very typical Danish. And due to my last what I've done my most of my adult life, you don't get that many friends, and it was not like I feared people coming at my doorstep. No, I feared the people that were there when I was not there, or what they would do to car, house, whatever, if I was not there. That was actually why I have had my name, address concealed for many years. Because if I were to fear people turning up my doorstep, I could never go out of my door anyway, so I shouldn't go to work. And it's like those threats, they never become old, do they? This area sucks. She'll find you, she'll hunt you down. Oh, why haven't I put these? Where is the challenge? Who? Find who? Funny that you mentioned that exact thing. I have had that job, so that's why I'm curious right now. No, I was referring to, are you talking about me or Declan? Are you talking about me or Declan, Moto? Because that's also why I don't say names, because again, Moto, how do you think I figured out your last name? I mean, it was not even hard or anything. Oh, no, you misunderstood me then. I was asking, were you referring to find me in a second or find Declan in a second? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're remembering wrong. I told it. I told it. You actually didn't. Nope. 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 You said, yeah, that's my last name when I said it out loud at some point. I was curious if you weren't. Yeah, if you didn't notice that I said it first. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. You want me to say your last name? I'm actually not sure how to pronounce it, but I know I can just put in a U. It's Muoto. You need to put in a U. I think it's after your O. M-O-U-T-O. Yeah. Honestly, you didn't say it. Oh, that sounds actually right. Yeah. But the last name, you didn't say that. Trust me. You have not mentioned it out loud at any point. I said it once, and I thought I actually mispronounced it. Magic. Nah, it's. Yeah, but you're biological. But no, that's what I said. That I had a certain point actually. So I'm about to say that I think it more be applied to me that I had that job as tracking people down if I wanted to. No. I guarantee you didn't say it. I guarantee. Then I haven't seen it. I guarantee you. I guarantee. I said it, and your response was, "Yeah, that's my last name." Bang. I guarantee. It's.
That was
I wouldn't use that term, but sometimes it's just fun. I don't know. You can say that, but no.
a vision.
We can call it keep up with my skill set. Honestly, I'm not shitting. I have been asked by people, can you track down this and that? And I have a pretty good rate percentage on that. I'm just saying you leave more footprints than you think on the internet. So I'm asking again. I am and don't worry about it. I mean, I'm not the kind of person. It was just fun when you mentioned you could you know people that can find people in a second, and I was curious if it's finding me, because right now I am easier to find than I prefer, but there's a lot of there's a lot of things to that. But usually I'm pretty well hidden. And so what? You don't know entirely what I've done. I don't want to make it into a competition. But at least that good. You're safe and secure. There's actually Sam leg again. But I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I'm pulling the leg on that one. Again, as I said, I've had a pretty interesting career, and when I've done stuff like that, then you can imagine what else. There. Some parts of it, yeah, for sure.
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger. Catchy, right?
Herald of darkness, lost in the
I thought something was to start.
Swedish brothers, Berkel.
Swedish? Are you fucking mocking me? Swedish? Oh. Leave the studio. I have been the couple of Rich doing the same maneuver. He was harder than I thought, but he came down. I've actually been known for doing shit like that. I think there actually might still be some clips on the internet of me having that particular role.
Wake up, it's only a dream on a winding road. Now they're in my bed, in the dark chamber of my head. I flip you over until you bend this winding road. Don't you ever let me go. Forever I am living, playing.
That's nice. That's nice.
This message that you send to this winding road. It's just
I also feel dope now then. It's a principle. It's a principle. No, if that was the premise for obtaining that title, and I don't want to elaborate on it. I'm a Dane. We don't need fancy flash. And to answer what you mentioned earlier, Declan, not everything not everything can be Googled. Appreciate it, Declan. Appreciate it. I have stories. I have my stories for sure, and not all of them are suited for telling in this environment. I'm just saying. What have you just downgraded me? Now I'm just the dopest Dane. I thought it was the dopest ever. Fuck. No, dopest of them. Okay, sorry. Dopest of them all. My bad. English is hard, guys. I don't know how to do it every day, man. So, new chapter is arriving. But I started one of the first gigs I had when I started the line of security was I was working at stadiums, where I started at the position, you know, it was football. Yeah, it felt like it. It felt like it, but it's fine again. I'm Danish. We prefer live in the shadows. Nah, we did. We have sadly a new trend coming on. Like, oh, look at me. Look at me, look at what I can do. But honestly, when I started working in security, and I think the clip is still on the internet. It reached prime time, and it was I worked security at football matches in the beginning, and there you're starting by guarding the pitch. So there was no invaders of the pitch. And it was I don't know if my first or my second match. I think it was my second. Pretty sure it was my second. We had pitch invaders, 1 or 2. And honestly, I had been working security for like a couple of months, maybe 4 months. This was my first real gig with an audience. Before that, I only driven around alarms, burglaries and stuff like that. That was the only thing I've done. Closing down factories, homes, schools, whatever, answering calls for burglaries and stuff like that. So I started at a stadium in the second biggest town in DK with one of the biggest teams of DK. And we had a pitch invader. And what do you do? I mean, I didn't know how to grab him. I didn't know what to do. So what did I do? Yeah, I know football. He was on a pitch. So I double-footed him with a tackle and took him down with that like a legit last man option, red card option. And it hit the news at night, 8 o'clock, primetime news on a football channel. So I got pretty fast in the news.
You keep jerking me around.
Yeah. My first big test. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah. With real people. Yeah. So I'm not shitting. If I can find the clip. I'm afraid it's been taken down, but it hit legit primetime football news. Pitch invaders in Aarhus. Bam. He went down.
Not initiation, return. I saw the title page. I don't remember writing it.
Return. Oh man, this is what we're after.
And I think was it the same season?
Our survival, the survival of the fucking cosmic everything depends on this. Come to me. Ocean View Hotel. I left my room key for you. It's right there on the payphone. Remember, the dark place works in loops and rituals. If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in. We go with the flow of this ocean. Catch you soon, brother.
Catch you soon, brother. I think it was the same season. We had it once again, and
the Ocean View Hotel.
I will admit,
a suspicious invitation to a shady meeting.
It was not one of my finer moments. I was still having the pitch as my line of work, and he came. A supporter came down, shirtless, and it was out of what do you call the corner of my eye. I didn't see him fast enough, so he actually went onto the pitch in front of the goalie, which had some gambling scandals tied to him. So he had written on his back some nasty things. I thought, okay, fuck you, man. I didn't see you. Now you're going down. And the seconds before you hit a guy like that, everything goes slow motion. So I remember last thought were like, what am I gonna do, smack? And then I just hit him. And legit, I bent, not ribs, but you have between in your chest case, you have some small bones. I bent them, and it makes it very difficult to breathe. So I smacked him down with the entirety of my body instead of everything else. Went above and like, yeah, this is right. Now I'm mad. Now you fuck it. It took like a month before I could breathe again. But I just short-circuited basically in my brain. And just said, you're going down, bitch. You're going down. So what you said earlier with Renault people, yeah, I've done that. That I think never got recorded. I've seen a bad footage of it. But I don't think I can find that anymore. Maybe I can. I don't know. It would be funny if I could. But I had a couple of those incidents. But then later on, I got quotation mark promoted on that Ocean View Hotel to dealing with the hardcore shitheads on the different stands, like their home team hooligans. So I was also started working in the doors there. So if I wasn't in the doors, then I was driving the entire country and having domestic matches in our highest tier football league, dealing with the home team hooligans, driving around whole of DK doing that shit.
A loop that delivered me back to the street.
That was not what I was
What did the
going
mystery caller said? If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in. With only dream logic to lead me to the hotel, I looked to the neon signs for guidance. This was not right.
The neon signs for guidance. Oh, I was about to say that sign? That didn't tell me shit. That's an arrow. Mirror Peak Bar. Neon signs. Okay, that's logic. Dang it! Oh, what's that? Got a new tape? I was. That's also, you know, when people say doing these long hours, it's like, no, it's normal for me. Honestly, I have prepped my body, my mindset for doing these long hours.
It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me. I think it did more than once. It's stealing from me.
So it's like, it's perfectly normal for me. It's like, oh, you only had a 6-hour workday? When are you start working then?
Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story.
But on the other hand, then I haven't traveled that much. I basically never ever traveled because I was working instead. To shit pay and all that, but in the beginning was shit pay. It went better, but.
I don't want that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. All right, let's keep it together. Damn it.
But okay.
Across the finish line.
My old house I got it when I was 25, out of working all those years. So it was not half bad, but you obviously you can't do everything. Obviously you can't. So I know a lot of people, they have traveled like the world and done stuff like that. I have never really traveled that much. I've been in Egypt, I've been in Greece, Gibraltar, Spain, Germany. Oh, you were saying good night. All good. The itch. What do you want to hear again? How much did you hear? So in that regard, yes, like I worked a lot, but it also came with sacrifices, you know. But it is. If people ask, do you regret it? No, I don't. It's a learning curve. If I regret nothing in my life, nothing. I'm not proud of everything, but I regret nothing.
No! You've got the wrong man! It's Scratch! There's no time to lose! You're going nowhere.
Pretty easy answer to that. It got shit circumstances. Shit circumstances. What? I'll answer after this cutscene. Oh, you do? Let me hear what you think then, before I answer.
This place kept pushing me under, getting into my head, poisoning me with darkness. I had to find a way to escape before it was too late.
Obviously.
Too late again.
Room 665, initiation 5. When it comes to work, job security is like number one thing, like legit number one thing. That is like the main deal. That is crucial. To give an example of what I mean, also in that regard, it does, right? Is that when I started, 1920. What do you disagree on that? When I started out as a bouncer. Yeah, okay. I'm actually not sure who was referred to. But when I started, I was a bouncer. Yeah, but no, okay. Then you need to wait a second. No. You are just in another line of work. Job security, whatever. Because if you're working alone, what does your coworker mean? That does mean two shits. If you're working, the most important part is job security, and that's just because you have never been in those line of work I've been in. Because I have an idea the works you have been doing, you have never freelanced or being paid by the hour. If you have jobs in that line, but not in where you have 9 to 5 jobs, then it's another case. We are talking about why I changed, and again, job security, because then you are secured on your job, basically 9 to 5. In my case, we were not on a direct contract for a specific amount of hours. They changed the circumstances constantly. To give an example, like I've mentioned, I worked psych wards, I worked ghettos, I worked different places. Usually what happens there is that you get hired because they have an issue. So that could mean, okay, right now we have some people in the psych ward, we can't control them, they will fight, they will try to kill us, they will try to do whatever. Basically, honestly, that was like some of the last things we were dealing with. So what happens is that they hire a security guy like me for an amount of time. When we have calmed the situation down and everything is okay, they just terminate the contract, don't extend it. So job security, 0. So I could get along with my colleagues in the best possible way, but what the fuck does that matter if I don't have any job sites to go to? That's why job security is the most important, if you ask me. I could have the best colleagues ever, which I've had, some of the most awesome guys, but what does it matter? Oh yeah, loads of times. I don't know. That was never my thought in the beginning. I just always been constantly put into those kind of situations where I got in those threatening situations. I again, as I mentioned one of the other days, have you ever tried standing at your workplace, being on a break, so to say, in a ghetto? If you worked in a ghetto, but I was in a ghetto, you're standing outside having a cigarette and a cup of coffee, and then poof, shots fired over your head. Like, man, I know what this is gonna mean. I'm gonna get home for regular late. Oh, sorry, back again. 2 seconds. There we go. Sorry, got distracted by neighbors. It's very early in the morning. What I'm trying to do. But those are some of the situations I got in. Like, yeah, okay, cool. And yeah, you got late because now again we have gang shootings in the area. Awesome, fine, nice. What's supposed to do about it? But that was also, I don't know why we are such cheap as in DK. Like, again, lots of people, they have like, in DK at least, it's 37 hours a week. That's your minimum wage. That's your normal work week, 37 hours. Obtaining that. Oh, we do. No. That's thoughts. I mean, it is not that bad as you would think, but we have certain areas, man. I think don't get me wrong, you as an American think that DK seems safer because you have those large areas. You also need to remember how much bigger US is. Like, you have it's 3-digit amount of population. We have only 1 digit. But we have at certain times, you hear daily about shootings, stabbings, and whatever in the country, you know. So, what was I trying to say? Sorry. the thing is, yeah, from time to time, but also it depends, Declan. You can, as I believe in the US, you can also get to areas where it's completely safe. The same thing goes here. If you want to get to the troublesome areas, you just know legit areas where again, me, because of my line of work, people knew me, and honestly also because of how I look, then I should look over my shoulder. Honestly, I should look very much over my shoulder. More or less, day, night, doesn't matter. So those areas are here. You just don't see them as much. But we have psychos as well. Trust me, we have them. Like, it is not that long ago, not that many years ago, we had a person that got mutilated, and that took place like they did, chopped up, best serial killer style. That's in a forest, 200 meters from where I'm born and raised. So we have those areas, man. It's not like it's uncommon. But third world, I mean, we are still, how to put it, wealthy society, and all that. You know, it's still, we are not third world, but you still have those areas. I mean, it's a thing that's come to stay. It's how to put it. I feel it's a percentage of all populations, if you ask me, that, like, let's just say every nation have like 5% of cases, if you know what I mean. Because you're in the US, you have maybe 10,000 cases where we have 10 cases, if that makes sense. So obviously you would hear about it more wherever you travel than we will. Like, where you have 10,000 cases, we have 10 cases. But also do the math and look at your population size. You're way bigger than we are, but they're still there. They're still there. We have stabbings, we have shootings, we have everything. We have gangs. At a certain point, honestly, DK was the country, I think we were actually mentioned in the whole entire world, with most gangs. We had legit every type of motorcycle gang in the whole world. Every. I think we had around six or seven maybe at a certain point. Why? Because our law system allows it. So it's not that it's necessarily safe, but also it's not unsafe to be in the country. I mean, you don't think too much about it. But also back to what I was mentioning with my job, that one thing is, yeah, you lose job security and all that stuff, that you just get basically canned, so you don't know the next month what you're gonna do. But also, when I started as a bouncer, 19, 20 years of age, I got a pretty good pay. Honestly, I got a pretty good pay. When I ended my career, my pay almost got halved. And when I started, I was working at a club with the attendance number of maybe 1,000 each night. We could house between 600 and 800. We were 3 guys at work. When I ended my career, they had downsized to 1. So, job environment, not great. Pay, less. Job security, because also you never knew when the fuck they could maybe change companies. The last place I worked, I went through 3 or 4 different companies in 4 or 5 years. They just changed constantly because, they were unsatisfied with this and that, blah, 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 blah. So job security was shite. That also leads to then as I said, yeah, co-workers, they're important, but I mean, I worked alone at clubs with 1,000 people, so I couldn't really care less for colleagues. I knew they have some maybe next door, but what can I do? Then I had Wednesdays and Thursdays with maybe 10, 15 people, sometimes 100 people, who knows. But then you also had all the special kind of people that cannot sleep because they are taking some kind of funny things with their nostrils that makes them go pretty bonkers. Then you can deal with them alone. Greed. Owners wanted more money. Greed. They were greedy as fuck. and what they did is I worked for one of the biggest chains of nightclubs in Northern Europe, and they promoted. I know they announced at a certain point how big of a million deal they put out to themselves. Like the lead CEO, what was it? I heard from some of the other staff, because we were from an external company, so we didn't necessarily know all that unless they told us. That the lead CEO, he put out 3-digit million in Danish to himself because of how well the company was going. But then they hired like legit kids to take to handle their clubs, like caretakers, like janitors, to a shared wage. But then they could, if they could, get a higher profit margin out of their establishment, then they could get a bonus, so to say. That was some of the things I snooped around to know. But how can a kid run a club with 800 people? Fat chance. So if things aren't running well, then to get a higher get a better, what's it called in English? To get a better turnaround, to turnover of money, so they can earn more better profits. What do? Yeah, they just go and say, yeah, we don't have any trouble right now. We could definitely move one bouncer because they're not fighting anymore. How often would I go where? Sorry. Why can't I use this one? Here. What, isn't it the same? Am I looping? Which club? Are you referring to the club scene in general, or what do you mean? Sorry. Oh wait, do I need to do this? Dang, that's what I need to do, I guess. It's shit working environment, yeah. And again, those are some of the things that and then you had, when we came from an external company in the end. In the beginning we were in-house, but then we came from external. So if something went wrong, it was easy to look at, okay, something went wrong, it's the bouncer's fault, it's the bouncer's fault, it's the bouncer's fault. So you never really felt safe. I mean, I felt pretty safe in a lot of, because I was one of the oldest one of the people that have worked in for the longest time. Because yeah, funny enough, when you cut down on work environments, you cut down on pay, lots of people leave. Also that's also due to other companies trying to get in on the market, obviously. So again, I had very, very young, very new people working with, so I did a lot of schooling with them, like a ton of it. But if shit went wrong, that's why they kept me in. But also, I'm that type of person that cannot keep my mouth shut. If I'm dissatisfied with something, if I think something is running wrong, then I speak my mind, and lots of places they hate that. So. And I also got a bit of, issues with the company, the last company I worked with. So in the end, it's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not gonna work anymore. So that's basically rough cut why I hate that line of work, and it also applies to record security work. Like, you never fucking knew if you had a job tomorrow or not. Going clubbing.
The light cut through the darkness.
Honestly, I don't give a shit about that. It's honestly, that's another thing that's another thing that I work some of the most prestigious club as the lead guy in the second largest town in DK. And the mentality of people working there, I know in the US it's not uncommon you stand in line for hours and hours and hours, but it is in my country, it's not that normal. We had some clubs I worked at, bars, where it was normal. But that mentality where it's more like see me, instead of having fun with your friends and whoever, and getting shit-faced hammered with blackouts. That's one of the things I've never understood. People saying that, I don't remember a thing by last night, it was so fun. How can you honestly say I don't remember a thing and say it was fun? How? The first thing is that YouTube won't succeed for me. That I don't even want to think about that. Then I would always need to stop. Then I'm already a quitter. If I were to think if YouTube doesn't work out, then that's just my mindset. Then I should stop now. If I had that, no, it's a chance I have taken, and I want to see it through. Obviously, I'll be needing to think about something else, but I don't even want to think about those thoughts right now. Right now, this month has been atrocious, but right now I have some people, you included, you both included, that have been very, very generous. Why can't I dust that fast enough? So things are going, barely this month also. That's why I'm very, very annoyed about the current internet situation for me. Again, that's why when I mentioned earlier that I didn't see any fun about this situation. Think about it like this: you own a bakery shop, a store, and electricity blows, it goes away. How are you gonna bake anything? You cannot sell any goods. You're basically screwed. So that's some of the issues right now that I'm dealing with. But I don't want to consider going back to anything else. I want to continue this line and take where it goes, and don't think of it, because then I'll already be a quitter. That will be the wrong mindset for me. But yeah, I like clubbing as a youngster. It was fun seeing what it was, but you just get so oversaturated when you work in that line. Yeah, it's fun from time to time, but I hate that watch me culture. I like bars the most, just hanging out, getting a couple of beers on a Tuesday night, and then go home and be happy with that. I don't need that. And standing in line, man, I don't get it. I fucking don't get it. I honestly laugh and be like, why the fuck are you standing here, man? You're wasting 2 hours of your fucking life for what? Nothing. So you can post on Instagram tomorrow. Congratulations, my guy. But that was actually one of the reasons why I got hired at a lot of places. Oh, don't say sorry for that, man. Yeah, down the road, I honestly still hope. I'm still hoping for that breakthrough, but I also know that it's an oversaturated market. That's also why I've been very negative about stuff that's happened to the channel. People come and go, like, it's very, very hard to find consistency. And it's even harder. I mean, I cannot sit and also strongly have ideas how some people can sit there and just again, consistency comes with audience, and I've seen some people, they can just sit there and ramble on themselves and hoping for that consistency. And unless you're doped out on shit and stuff like that, I don't see how I can do it. So obviously it's very hard. Shit, I just lost my train of thought. What I'm trying to say. So it is going to take time, and that was what I mentioned. Sometimes the mood is not there, but I truly hope that with a real style, an honest approach to sitting here right now, that could be the kicker. At least that's what I see. Some people have that. And then also remember what you're doing. You're actually having a stream with a chat where you have people actually using their time interacting with you. And keep that in mind. So I'm still hopeful. But yeah, as a youngster, to answer that question, I think it was more because that it was not allowed from where I come from. Like parents, it was not allowed, and you know it was more the hype of the interesting thing. It was cool and all, going out watching what people do, drinking, getting hammered, feeling the buzz, watching ladies and all that, you know, young kid shit. Nowadays, I have that came pretty quickly. I like bars more than Irish pubs the most. So thank you, Declan, for your heritage there. Irish pubs have always been my go-to place. But I have worked every time a bar. Actually, Irish pubs have been one of the things I've done the least. Have I ever really booked an Irish pub? Yeah. I had a couple of gigs at a pub, but nothing major. I don't know how many places I worked on. Nothing. Which kind of stuff? Come on, you can say that twice. Not the bar part? Or is he a runner or busboy? Usually that's where you start, or in the wardrobe. In my country, boys start as a runner or busboy, or whatever we're gonna call it. Females start in the wardrobe. Oh, I'm out of all the good stuff. It was. I think it was more the thrill of being able to go there, but also, you know, for where I grew up, my parents didn't allow it. So it's like when you finally could go out, it was like, oh, awesome. But the older you get, then okay, nobody paid attention to it. It was more that it was not allowed, and it was, you know, the thrill of getting the buzz for drinking and looking at ladies and stuff like that, you know. All that stuff you grew out of. For me, it was bigger because it was not allowed, you know, being that rebel. But then out of the blue, when I started security, honestly, I was not supposed to start as a bouncer. I was actually one of the things I said to my family, I'm never going to work as a bouncer. It took them like 10 years to figure out I worked as a bouncer. Because what happened was that where I had a room when I moved out, and right next to that room I lived in, it was a big ass giant condo. There was a club where one of the guys I was always started working at the stadiums, and he worked as a bouncer there. So obviously when I went home, I went by and said hi to the guys in there and stuff like that, and got to know them. So at a certain point, the head bouncer, the supervisor, what we're going to call him, he asked, what are you going to do on Saturday? Nothing. Oh, cool. Can you take a shift here? And because I honestly was more or less afraid to say no, I was really, yeah, of course I can. And after that, I never looked back. And I worked as a bouncer for 19 years off and off. I had a couple of years when I basically didn't do anything because of laws. So yeah. But more or less, then did it full time. I had like 5-6 years where I didn't have any full off weekends, you know, full Friday and Saturday. I think like 6 years. So that also equals no vacations really. That's not true. I had a camping trip with the family each year. But in the weekends I went home to work and then came, I came late. Then I was on a camping trip and then I went home earlier. But I sometimes had a midweek shift. Then I just drove back and forth. Because again, that's some of the issues with that line. Next month could be dull as fuck. And again, if you only work bouncer in DK, you need to have a lot of shifts to get a good wage. Because they just tricked us like weekdays, Wednesday, Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays, with low people counts. They only paid us half for the same amount of hours. And as I mentioned, when they already had cut our salary in the weekends to half, when I started with this, like, yeah, go figure. You need to take every shift you could. Oh, that's the Ocean View Hotel.
Ocean View Hotel. I was getting close.
So that's also one of the reasons why now I just figured now is the time. Now I want to be my own boss and start doing this instead. I got tired of working in companies where people were
where the door led to.
Where people were to have an opinion of whatever I did, although I had experience like nobody else. I got tired of constantly listening to. Oh, no worries. Constantly been needing to take directions I knew were wrong. I have always had issue with that. And when during the lockdown, when every club was closed, then yeah. Oh, I need a code. Dang it. Then I did other jobs, and I will admit, because of all the situation that went down, I wasn't well balanced. There was a lot of shit going on, and because of lockdown, that funny enough made me pile up a huge amount of debt. Because funny enough, once again. Oh, this is some of the DLCs. Okay. 2550. That sounds. We need 4 digits. I forgot to mention that. Let's try that. Especially in that kind of work, that line of work. I mean, it's very much. We all. Funny enough, we call it a stabbing culture and a hooker culture, because lots of companies just drop the prices of what we did to gain more ground and stuff like that. There's a lot of shit going on. I could talk an entire stream of all that shit. I have actually been thinking, when it comes to that maybe I should try doing some member streams where legit it is, I will call them Q&As, where it is just hangouts, nothing more than that. So, but there is a lot to all that stuff. There is a lot to all that stuff. I know I have not been in the right in everything I've done. I know that, and I can say that so clearly, because nobody is that. But I also feel how mistreated we got in the end. Well, it's like, yeah, you know what? Screw this. I don't want to work this line anymore. I'm fed up.
The room was empty.
I quit, and then they changed company again, and I
waiting to be played?
got asked if I was interested in coming back. And I said yeah, and then all of a sudden the place said, okay, I would like to work there. Then they build up some bogus story. I think they were pissed that I left them and quit. So too much of backstabbing business to work in. Oh, what would you be down for? Sorry, I've missed out on that. Oh, Q&A. Oh, yeah. It was a thought I had the other day that'd be fun to do and do it as a member stream, because I don't have that much to offer right now, honestly. So.
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing. Am
I don't know what people do for member streams at all.
Or kneeling?
Never really attended any. Either is like, yeah, okay, I feel it's...
Calling me. Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome.
There is Tom Zane, finally.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker, a celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is return so important? What?
You always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, 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 in this room.
This reminds me of seeing what's he called? He played one of the leaders, Mulder, Fox Mulder, in X-Files, but he had his own TV show later on, where he was a screenwriter. I don't know why this reminds me of that.
That is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratch is...
Totally freaky.
Wife is safe, back in the real New York. Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
Have to work my work from it. So I gotta go. It's funny why it said that.
The idea nagged at me. I could almost reach it.
There. This is again now we're back at playing an Alice Wake, where we can change scenes by the idea of time.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether.
A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path. I would start at the entrance lobby.
Yeah, of course. This is actually that's what I was trying to explain before, but I didn't want to talk over the cutscene.
Set the mood.
That
The victim, the
I don't know
murderer,
what to do for member streams. I just feel I need to do something for members
clear as a vision.
to keep people engaged with that. But I'm also under that because what do people actually do? I see people they do. I honestly I don't know what people do, but I've seen people they are playing different games for members only. I feel that is wrong.
That's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on.
But that's just me though.
It's an immersive theatrical experience.
You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater.
My channel doesn't cost money to attend, so if I were to put content like gaming-related content only and charge for it, that would just seem wrong. That doesn't seem right in my head.
Tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
Oh, he does? Okay, I haven't seen, but I mentioned that we have a big ass resemblance to a lot of things he does apparently.